Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Grassroots Racing Show.
Welcome to the Grassroots Racing Show. I'm Doug Thompson with co-host Roger Thompson. Roger, this week we sent Mike Kraft deep into Missouri. Well, we consider it kind of deep into Missouri. Off to Springfield, Missouri for Springfield, Missouri Raceway for some really good racing. And you know, over the years, some excellent racers have come out of the Springfield area. Mark Martin, and of course he worked out of the shops of Larry Phillips and Rusty Wallace, the Wallace families from that area, Kenny Schrader. All those guys would have been there. Ropers. They would have been there some number of years ago. And I'm anxious to see what this program is because Missouri is one of our viewing audience. And we cover races from, you know, a couple of weeks ago we did Atchison Raceway. We have done Lakeside Speedway a number of times. And those tracks have responded well. And so the Grassroots Racing Show is not just Kansas, it's from all over the area.
Well, this Missouri Speed Raceway, is that the old fairgrounds or is this another track?
No, I think that's the old fairgrounds. Have you raced that one?
Years ago, but I mean, I remember when I was in the Army at Leonardwood, we would go down there and watch the races. They had a little track at Lebanon and then they had one at Springfield. That was a big half mile. It was very similar to the Topeka. Remember the Topeka fairgrounds,
the fairgrounds
track.
one,
This is going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to this race.
I think both of us have raced that track. If it's the one, I guess we'll see when we take a look at Mike Kraft's footage. Stay tuned for great racing from Springfield, Missouri.
Make that to 76 of David Mollring. Mac Asbel picking up the inside of row number 2. Jack Hammer will be on the inside of row number 3. Sanders in the 64 on the outside of row number 2. Looks like Philip Schlosser going to be outside row number 3. Dalton Tidwell in number 47. And Vicky Aitken in the 88.5 machine. 14, they'll start side by side in row number 3. It'll be interesting to keep our eye on both those cars. You know, they'll be charging towards the front. Philip Schlosser on the outside, Hammer on the inside. Brett Testerman not on hand with us tonight. He picked up a runner-up finish last week. Behind Bias, the winner. Here we go, coming off turn number 4. 4 wide at the line. 4 wide up turn number 2, and Schlosser and Hammer both making their way up towards the front. Good side-by-side racing all the way through the field. Halbrook down on the bottom, Schlosser on top. That's a battle for second. Jack Hammer liking the top side of the speedway right now. He's got about 2 car lengths going down the backstretch, making 3 now as he opens up a little bit of a lead. Mac Asbel running in the 4th spot. Halbrook still holding on to 3rd. Mollring dropping back just a little bit as he battles for position with the 119 of Lenny Bell. Top 2 pulling away as Aitken is going to go a lap down here very shortly. Jack Hammer on the chart. Caution out on the speedway. Caution coming out.
Yellow. Get to see your file, guys.
Caution coming out for the first time here in Pure Stock feature event. Here we go up turn number 4. Jack Hammer on the gas. Lenny Bell sliding up in that number 3 spot. Tanner sitting running in the number 4 spot now as they'll go nose to tail, all working up on top. Halbrook, the first car, working on the bottom side. Oh, Tanner, hang on, son. Caution coming out. All right, here we go. It'll be green as they come off turn number 4 this time. Ralph rolling up the green, ready to let them go. Coming off turn number 4, here we go. Green flag in the air. Once again, Jackhammer out front. Good side-by-side battle for that number 2 spot. Schlosser working top side. Lenny Bell working down on the bottom side. They'll go side-by-side off 4. Caution coming out once again. Here we go, green off turn number 4. Lenny Bell trying to get that 2 spot away from Philip Schlosser. They'll go side by side down the backstretch as Jackhammer starts to pull away. Schlosser has the spot by about a car length and a half. And now pulls away to about 3. Aiken working through the bottom side of the speedway. We'll go 1 lap down. Schlosser just spun it. Can you believe it? Philip Schlosser spins coming off turn number 2. And caution one more time here in our pure stock feature. Coming to the start finish line, it'll be Jackhammer. This time he's got Lenny Bell on his back bumper. Sanders in 3rd. Here we go. Schlosser trying to make up for lost time now, making his way top side around David Mollring. They're going 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air for Jackhammer. Schlosser trying to make it around the 64 of Sanders. And here they go, battling off turn number 4. One final time, Jackhammer takes checkers. Lenny Bell 2nd, 3rd is going to go to Philip Schlosser, and 4th to Sanders. As soon as we get the track cleared here. Jackhammer, your feature winner, the 714 machine.
I'm Ken Tatro, and you're watching the Grassroots Racing Show on my favorite network.
Todd McGregor on the point, on the front row rather. Bobby Goff on the inside of row number 1. 18 on the inside of row number 2. That's Tyler Thulin in the number 18 car. Jordan Green in the number 20 car. He'll start on the outside of row number 2. The 92 car, Tyrell Jones, on the inside of row number 3. Looks like problems for Keeper in the number 81 car here on the front stretch.
Behind 00, 6th row outside. 51 will be 8th row inside.
Elijah Keeper in the number 81. Wesley Smith, car number 44 on the inside of row number 4 for tonight's feature event, the Midwest Modified. On his outside, it'll be Nathan Gold. Joey Wiles in the 161 machine. On his outside, it'll be Taylor Moore in the 00 car. Gary Krebs in the 26. Steve Morton in the number 67. Aaron Scroggins in the 1/4. Michael Foster in the number 32.
Here they come off turn 4. Green, green, green.
They waste no time going 3. How about 4 wide as they come off turn number 2 down the backstretch? They're still 4 wide, battling for position. Todd McGregor has the best view. He's up front all by himself, but a wad of cars right behind him. Still going 3 wide as they battle for position. Taylor Moore down on the inside of Wesley Smith. They'll battle for that number 3 spot right behind Tyrell Jones. Here comes Bobby Goff right down the center. He'll take over the 4th spot. Nathan Gold on the move. He's now up into the number 4 position. Joey Wiles trying to find racing room back in the back of that 161 machine. Gary Krebs trying to make something happen down on the bottom. For a couple of cars down on the inside, but they keep it going. We stay green. Tyrell Jones and Nathan Gold, both of them lose several positions. Taylor Moore moving up closer and closer to that front position. Look down to the inside. Nothing there is problems for Nathan Gold. He's got a right front tire down. He's off the racetrack. Battle for the lead down the front stretch. Taylor Moore taking over the top spot. McGregor second. Gary Krebs running in third. Wesley Smith fourth. Wesley Smith bobbles a little bit coming off turn number 2. That opens the door for Bobby Goff. Bobby Goff down on the inside. They steal battle side by side off turn number 4. Trying to close in on that runner-up spot. As they still battle 4 wide back in the pack.
Got 6 cars back there battling it out for about 7th, 8th, and 9th place.
Wow. Top 4 have gotten away from the rest of the field, make that the top 3, but behind them it is a battle.
Bobby Goff and Smith side by side there for the 3rd spot, 4th spot, as they go to turn number 3.
Todd McGregor still holding on to that number 2 spot, but Gary Krebs on the charge trying to chase him down.
Krebs looking down low as they race to turn number 3. A lot of cars still battling out for the 4th, 5th, and 6th spot.
We've run a long time and nobody's a lap down. That's what's amazing. Taylor Moore with a straightaway lead over the 2nd and 3rd place battle. How can his car be that much better than everybody else? Wide as they come off turn number 2. That is the battle for the number 4 position. They're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 racing for that 4th spot. Trouble on the backstretch, couple of cars get together, we stay green. It was Jordan Green and Ken Walker getting together, but we're staying under the green flag. Taylor Moore now will try to put the 20 of green 1 lap down. He'll do so. Gary Krebs still battles with Todd McGregor for 2nd.
Good battle for the number 4 spot. Now James Reed has that number 4 spot. And they're into turn number 1.
Michael Foster going a lap down in the number 32 car. Todd McGregor gets a little sideways. It'll cost him some track position. Still in 3rd, though, as the car is in the middle of the racetrack. Car set in the middle of the racetrack in turn number 3. Caution out.
Good run. About 18 green flag laps.
Yeah. And I believe that's Ken Walker's number 51 car.
Go green.
Taylor Moore leads them in as they go 2 by 2, 10 rows deep, coming off turn number 4. Hey, 69 car keeps it going straight. We stay under the green flag, but a big battle going on for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Here comes a bunch of cars tagging each other as they come into the banking of 3 and 4. How do they stay straight there? Todd McGregor now battling on the outside. Gary Krebs down on the inside. That's still that battle for that runner-up spot as Wesley Smith moves into 4th. James Reed is on the outside. Todd McGregor battling topside. Gary Krebs on the bottom. That's going to be the best battle on the speedway as Taylor Moore. You go write this down.
I'll get it down.
Taylor Moore wins it. Todd McGregor second. Gary Krebs third. It looked like Wesley Smith and Austin Johnson finishing your top 5.
This is Scotty Anderson, and you're watching my favorite show, Grassroots Racing.
John Yeoman, number 84 machine, leads the pack out with Brian Green in the number 40. Jody Tillman in the number 85 with Fred Slagle in the 04. Kelby
Taylor in the number 2 car, Jerry Langton the 35. 26 car, Bobby Parrish. Robbie Bryant the 45. Rusty Weir the 78. Daniel McMasters in the number 33. Tammy Mitchell in the 29. Corey Weir number 68. Good to see him back out on the track after he made a little contact with the outside retaining wall coming off turn number 4. 5-Star Fencing, the sponsor on that 68 car, and he was doing a little fence work in that heat race. Good to see him back out on the track. Jackie Dalton in the number 21. 160 car, don't want to forget that car, that is Michael Maggard. Last week's feature winner.
Budweiser modified racer John Yeoman on point. Green coming out. Speedway. Nose to tail as they all line up behind John Yeoman, who sets the pace. He'll come off turn number 4, looking way up on that top side. Here we go. A good run off the top side of turn number 2, pulls up alongside Bobby Parrish.
A good 3-car battle for that number 2 spot. Now Parrish is going to take it over. Tillman up to the top side, Parrish down low. He wants the lead.
Parrish slides up in that number 2 spot. He's right behind the leader, John Yeoman. Here comes Tillman now. He's on a rail.
Door to door off turn number 4. It's going to be Yeoman holding on to that spot. They're racing 3 and 4 wide in the middle of the pack.
Kelby Taylor just outside the top 5. He'll try to regroup as up front we've got a battle for the lead.
2 cars battling it out for the lead. 2 cars battling it out for third. Big off. Here comes Jerry Langton on the outside.
Yeoman still holding off. That 26 is Tillman still charging in as well.
Jerry Langton now up to that number 6 spot. Has a long way to go to catch this lead group of cars. As we got 5 cars battling it out.
John Yeoman does that top side just as well as anybody can, holding up Bobby Parrish so far. Here comes Dalton.
Robbie Bryant out of shape off turn number 4. He'll lose a couple of spots, but we stay under green.
Parrish now has gone up to the top side to try to chase down the leader.
Coming off turn number 2, now it's a door-to-door battle for the number 2 spot as John Yeoman has put some distance between he and Parrish.
Brian Green taking over that number 2 spot in the number 40 machine. He's charging towards the front, maybe the fastest car.
Brian Green has found something he really likes down there on the inside. He's moved up to second. He wants the lead.
He's still got a couple of car lengths before he catches up to the top spot, but he's grinding it down on the bottom side of the speedway.
Brian Green down on the bottom now is a door-to-door battle for third. Here comes Jackie Dalton on the bottom. He's got the number 3 spot.
Jackie Dalton always down on the bottom. There he is once again. He'll move up into the number 3 spot.
Bobby Parrish looked like he might have something for the leader. Now he has fell back to the number 4 spot, trying to hold off Tillman.
I believe Parrish is broke.
Now Tillman going around to the outside as Parrish continues to drive spots on the racetrack.
Jackie Dalton moving up on the speedway, trying to make his way around Brian Green.
Around the top, here goes Jackie Dalton. He wants the number 2 spot. Brian Green holding on, but he's going to have to battle hard to keep Jackie Dalton at bay. And it looks like Jackie Dalton might be closing in on that 84 car as they race off turn number 4, working the lap car of 4 here. Dalton down on the bottom side now, Yeoman up on the top. White flag coming out, only 1 lap to go for John Yeoman. On turn number 2, he clears the lap car. Coming off turn number 4, way up high. John Yeoman will pick up the win. Dalton second, Green third. Tillman and Langton round out your top 5. In the number 44, Wesley Smith. Row number 2 in the number 15, we got Kylan Garner. Matt Grunberg in the number 17. 51 car in row number 3. Garner. Kyle Garner. On his outside, Rex Merritt. Jay Reynolds. Wayne Johnson in the next row. Hellman McDougal. And it looks like we're going to get one more time around, kids. Need you back away from the fence. Number 25 car. All right, looks like we're going to go green. We'll call some more of these out as we can get a chance. Here they come off turn number 4. And we've got a spinner right off the bat.
McKinney.
Outstanding. McKinney in the number 5 car spinning right off the start.
I'd say
You said they didn't get a picture.
yeah, just load it. Go ahead and load.
Okay.
Get it some other time. Tell him thanks for asking, though. We appreciate it.
All right.
And here we go, Legend Racing. And it's going to be Smith and Garner up front, battling it out for the lead. We got cars 3 and 4 wide as they come off turn number 4. Lap number 1 in the books, and it's going to be Smith as your leader. Merritt, Johnson, Garner, and Grunberg all battling out for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Here comes Jay Reynolds and Mike Hellman.
Matt Grunberg once again working top side. Calvin Garner is a 51, Dennis. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
51
up on the top side. Matt Gruenberg really worked well there in the heat race. Track's a little different now, but still, he likes that high line. As the number 5 car of McKinney slow, but we stand to green.
Wesley Smith holding on for Rex Merritt right now. Garner alongside Wayne Johnston. Mike Haleman riding up in the 5th spot now. Wesley Smith leads them in nice and easy. Here we go off turn 4. Green coming out.
Smith. Here comes Mike Hellman on the outside along with Matt Gruenberg. Another car making a comeback there is Colin Garner, number 15. He's picked up another spot or two after that restart as they go into turn number 3.
Several cars running down low, but a few up top trying to make some ground as the laps click by here in this feature event. Mike Haleman along with Matt Gruenberg, a couple of those cars up high along with Jay Reynolds in the 07. Rex Merritt still running in that number 3 position, car number 25. But Haleman closing the gap just a little bit.
Turn number 4, still on that top side. Haleman indeed is closing the gap a little bit on that 3rd spot. As Johnson's right on to Bumper Smith.
Wayne Johnston may be the best contender right now for that win for Wesley Smith. He's right on his tailpipe.
Laps clicking down as now Haleman draws even almost with Merritt as they come off turn number 2.
Wesley Smith trying to hold off Wayne Johnston for this win. Rex Merritt still crosses the line in 3rd, barely ahead of that Haleman machine.
Off turn number 2 now, Haleman, even with the 25 car, and maybe even ahead as he comes through turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Haleman moving up, but we got caution on the speedway.
Looks like Larry Smoots in the number 7 car spins coming off turn number 2, and that'll put us up to the caution flag once again here in our Legends feature.
And now maybe
Wesley Smith leads them in. Here we go, green flag coming out. Wayne Johnson sees an opening down on the bottom. They'll go side by side down into 3 and 4.
Into turn number 3, looks like Smith by a nose, but it is 4 wide as they come off the corner. come across the line. So much real estate. 2 hot shoes right behind him and 2 more hot shoes behind them. Here they go, green flag coming in the air.
Haleman immediately goes to the top of the speedway. He'll try to make the pass up there as now Johnson slides back. 3 cars making around him.
And now Haleman right on the bumper of Smith as they come off turn number 4. Here comes Jay Reynolds up on top. And we got a flipper over on turn number 1. And we'll check that out. Safety crews over there right away to check on our driver.
They went over.
A couple of garters back there together. Here we go, getting ready to go back to green. Green flag goes in the air. Green and white together. 1 lap to get it done. Reynolds going out to the high side. Here goes Haleman. He's in the middle. Reynolds way up high. Here they come off turn number 4. It's going to be Jay Reynolds, I believe. We'll double check that as they come together.
Wow, what a finish as they came across the start-finish line side by side.
That's right, he's in the infield. That's correct.
Jim Reed, last year's track champion, starts shotgun on the field in the number 66. He's got a long way to go to get up towards the front.
A lot of good cars up there in front of him. This ought to be quite a race. You got Kassa and Keeper. Those guys know their way around this track right there on the front row. Keep your eye on Deason and Tillman. Every one of these guys capable of coming home with the win.
Here we go, green on turn 4.
That was convenient.
What?
Green had the last 2 cars passed. Keeper out in front as they race off into turn number 3. Kassa holding on that number 2 spot. Here comes Tillman down on the bottom. Jim Reed trying to fight his way up towards the front now in that number 5 spot. 3 wide right behind him. Decent on the outside. Girardi down on the bottom. Good battle for that number 2 spot between Tillman and Kassa as they race off into turn number 1.
Keeper all alone and out front as he's got a great battle going on right behind him. Kim Kassa holding on to the 2 spot for now. And how about Jim Reed all the way from the back now up into that number 4 spot and 1 more as he's digging down on the bottom of the speedway.
3 wide, possibly off turn number 4. Decent way up top. Kassa squeezes him off into the wall.
Wow. And Decent goes. I think he's got a right front now. Maybe not.
And what a recovery by Decent. He was able to cut it down on the bottom side, make the pass on Kassa. He now runs in 3rd. 4th. Yeah. Isaac
Keeper still about a half a straightaway out front. Leads this field. Jim Reed seems to have stalled out in that number 3 position right now. Decent still in 4th. Kassa rounds out the top 5. over Brian Tillman. Jim Reed solidly in the third. Daniel Deason in fourth. Maybe closing in on that 66 just a little bit. Deason about the only car running up on the top side of the speedway. Everybody else right down along the bottom.
And I believe he is gaining on that number 66 car. We're going to have a race for third before this race is over.
White flag going in the air for Isaac Keeper. One final time around. Oh boy, here's a wreck. Did I call it?
Yep.
Isaac Keeper, your winner. Brian Tillman second. Daniel Deason third.
Maybe.
Isaac Keeper in a 72 car.
Welcome back to the Grassroots Racing Show. I'm Doug Thompson with co-host Roger Thompson. Hope you've enjoyed that racing from Springfield. Man, that's good racing.
That's incredible racing, and you know, there's a couple things that I noticed about it. But first, your allergies are getting you, so if you have to sneeze, just step off out of camera range.
Step out of camera, shut off the
and
mic.
Spray range, and go on over there, and we'll just continue, because this is important.
Well, there's a reason why my allergies, because I've been mowing everywhere. The ditches and everywhere else. The rain's finally...
this is only a half-hour show.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's get on to Springfield.
Yeah, it has been a rough week for you allergy guys. But anyway, the one part of the races that was really exciting, there was the Legends. And I really got a kick out of those guys. They put on a terrific race. The other thing I noticed about the lineup, this racetrack is bringing, almost everybody was from Missouri. You had a guy from Miami, Oklahoma, which wasn't far away. But this is what you like to see in a local racetrack. All of the locals are supporting it. You got them from Bolivar. Here's a fella, Tammy Mitchell, lady, I think. She was a lady, wasn't she, Tammy Mitchell?
You think that because they call her Tammy?
No, I'm just trying to remember the race. And she had the pink helmet, I think. But anyway, she was from Pea Ridge, Arkansas. Now, there's a place the guy'd want to go visit.
Pea Ridge, Arkansas?
Yeah, I'd just love to see that. But anyway, yeah, and Isaac Keeper won the street stock feature. That was an excellent race. And the modified win went to John Yeoman.
What, are you getting real close to it?
John was, well, John's the third.
Yeah.
John's from Joplin. A lot of Springfield guys raced, and it was very exciting. He won the A modified. B modified was won by J.C. Morton, another Springfield guy. Then the Midwest modified racers, that was won by Taylor Moore.
Yeah.
And he was from, I can't even believe this, Boys d'Arc, Missouri. How did they get a name like that? It must be a misspelling there.
No, I think it's a French pronunciation of the. It's a town in Missouri,
you mean
not
they
too
speak
far.
French?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? And then the pure stock, that was won by Jack Hammer. He's from Ava. And a lot of these towns I recognize, like Willard, Everton, Billings, Bolivar, Springfield, Aurora, Hurley. Very exciting racing.
Yeah.
And you just keep breathing properly there, and we want to
I'll
thank.
help you out with it here.
We want to thank Mike Kraft for doing a great job on this show, and the filming was perfect. And as usual, Mike did the excellent interviews that we're used to seeing from him. We would appreciate it if you folks would join us at the Grassroots Racing Show or visit us on our website, grassrootsracing.org.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very good. Thanks.